Okay, so last but not least, we're going to talk about printing your templates. Up on the website, I have a couple guides that can help you really figure out exactly what you need to make your templates look the best and fit into your budget at the same time. One of which is a paper guide. So if you navigate to Pipkin Paper Company's website and then go to the guides section, I believe it's literally /guides/, you can download our handy help guides. Now this one's called the paper guide, and it shows you how to choose your paper. I kind of detail our favorite types of paper, cardstock, the weight you're going to need, brands, like where to buy them, helpful hints, things like that. This will really show you step by step the easiest and best way to make your templates look fantastic. Okay, and then my other guide is a printing guide. So basically you'll scroll down. And now first, before you even think about printing your templates, you're going to want to figure out what kind of printer you have. Now some home desktop printers will allow you to print all the way to the edge of the page. Some of them won't. But one way to figure that out, so I do detail this in my printing guide, but if you open up your template and you go to page layout, page setup, click that so it opens, go to paper, you're going to start to look for borderless printing. There should be an option in here that says borderless, even if you go to custom size. So now mine does not say borderless. There's no option here for borderless, but if your printer does do borderless, it should say it. So look in here and see if you have a setting for borderless. If you do, set your template to that. That's exactly what you're going to want. You can also do it from your printer. You'll probably need to do both. So if you go to File, Print, Printer Properties, Page Setup, you should have an option in here that also says borderless. Again, mine doesn't. That's because my printer does not print borderless, but yours might. You might be really, really lucky. If so, click it and then say OK. And then you're going to want to go about printing your templates. Basically, I always recommend my customers do a test print first. That's mainly because if something goes wrong, you want to catch it on the first iteration of your print and not after you've already blown through 100 pieces of cardstock. So I say print one of these on just standard 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Give it to your mom, give it to your bridesmaids, let your husband review it, and get feedback from everybody. And that way, if you have wording changes or if you've misspelled, your future father-in-law's name, you catch that really, really early on in the process. But otherwise, you can keep following along here in the printing guide, and it'll tell you everything you need as far as cardstock, envelopes, how to trim your templates. We basically recommend either getting a swing line paper trimmer or an X-Acto knife and a ruler. You can enlist the help of your bridesmaids. Again, there's some helpful hints. And then here at the bottom, it tells you what to do if you're going to get a professional printer. We usually recommend places like Kinko's. We've had so many rave reviews. They actually offer the best prices. They've got amazing quality. Their printers are professional printers, but you're getting them at a fraction of the cost as if you had just hired, someone else to print them for you. And all you have to do is buy the cardstock and take in your template in the form of a PDF. So we can cover, let's say you're going to take your template to a professional printer. What you're going to want to do is, instead of going to picking your Canon printer right here, in the drop down, you're going to click PDF. Now mine says Adobe PDF because I have Adobe installed on my computer, but yours might just say PDF. So then click Printer Properties, and under Settings, you should hopefully have an option for Quality Print. That's going to make sure that this thing looks as crystal clear and as sharp as humanly possible, so that when you do print it, it looks professional, which is exactly what we want. You can also just make sure you've got all these settings correct. It should be default. And then say OK. And then when you say print, it's going to take a second. See, mine came up down here. I'll just save it to my desktop. But you're going to want to save your PDF somewhere. And then it should open it for you. Oh, there it is. So here's what it's going to look like when you print out the PDF. You can even zoom in if you want. And it should look great. All right. So you're going to want to save this PDF when you take it to the printer on either a flash drive or a disk of some sort. They'll be able to put it in their computer or show you how to do it and print it off that way. So it's really easy. It should be really just quick and inexpensive, and yet it'll still look like you spent $1 million on your advice.